The best fighter I fought probably was Manny Pacquiao, because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he makes.
That if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
Reports from insiders indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing icon, recently visited Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles. As Pacquiao gears up for his much-anticipated return bout against Mario Barrios, this unexpected meeting between two of boxing's legends has stirred excitement and speculation within the sports community, reigniting discussions about their storied past and the evolving landscape of boxing. Mayweather's appearance at Pacquiao's training session signifies more than a mere friendly visit. It reflects the intricate relationship between these two titans of the ring. Their rivalry peaked with the monumental 2015 bout, often dubbed the fight of the century, which left a lasting impact on the sport. Since then, Mayweather has transitioned into a successful promoter and occasional exhibition fighter, while Pacquiao has focused on his political career and philanthropic efforts. Despite their divergent paths, a mutual respect has always underpinned their interactions.
Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, where would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. He punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. I would have to go with Pacquiao.
The Mayweather-Pacquiao rivalry is among the most significant and financially successful in boxing history. Spanning over a decade, their eventual clash in 2015 was the result of prolonged negotiations and immense public demand. Initial talks began around 2009, but disagreements over various issues delayed the fight for several years, heightening anticipation and setting the stage for a historic encounter.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Pacquiao's boxing career is nothing short of extraordinary. He has secured 12 major world titles and achieved lineal championships in 4 different weight divisions: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Remarkably, Pacquiao is the only boxer to have won world titles in 4 separate decades, from the 1990s through the 2020s. His fights have drawn massive audiences, generating over $1.2 billion in revenue across 25 pay-per-view events, underscoring his immense popularity and influence in the sport.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing to concentrate on his political aspirations, including a presidential run in the Philippines' 2022 elections, which ultimately proved unsuccessful. Despite this setback, he remained active in various roles, serving as a senator and engaging in numerous charitable initiatives.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people... I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm gonna miss him.
Now, at 46, Pacquiao has officially declared his return to professional boxing. Nearly 4 years after stepping away from the sport, he is scheduled to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, marking a significant comeback in his illustrious career.
Manny Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio, and it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147 welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still two debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great, and a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why don't you just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
George Kambosos Jr., who once had the opportunity to train alongside Pacquiao, credits those experiences with profoundly shaping his own boxing journey. He often emphasizes that beyond physical techniques, Pacquiao imparted lessons on mental, fortitude, discipline, and perseverance. Observing Pacquiao's training regimen taught Kambosos the importance of combining speed, intelligence, and meticulous preparation to develop a comprehensive strategy in the ring.
Trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you know, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got obviously the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and he goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old boxer from San Antonio, Texas, currently holds the WBC welterweight title. He claimed this championship after a commanding victory over Yordenis Ugas in September 2023, during which he knocked Ugas down twice and secured a unanimous decision with scores of 118-107 and 117-108. This win marked a pivotal moment in Barrios' career, elevating him to full champion status following Terrence Crawford's move to the super welterweight division.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, easily. I mean,
when did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit. Yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar other females a lot of times. Cause they,
unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was, like, overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, you know, strong. And, so, yeah, most of the time, smart partners, they were dudes. But, I mean, I couldn't really even, like spar with her serious. I mean, until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Despite the age difference and Pacquiao's extensive experience, Barrios is not underestimating his opponent. He is approaching this fight with utmost seriousness, preparing as though he's facing Pacquiao in his prime. Barrios' training camp has been intensely focused, reflecting his ambition to not only win, but to make a lasting impression by defeating a living legend. His coach has emphasized the importance of balancing respect for Pacquiao's legacy with the hunger to secure a defining victory.
A lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? You know, who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. You know, he's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, you know, he fights all comers. You know, when we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. You know, but it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, you know, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, you know, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Batirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, you know, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots, Ennis.
The upcoming bout between Pacquiao and Barrios has captured significant attention within the boxing world, eliciting diverse opinions from experts and fans. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has expressed strong support for the match, highlighting Pacquiao's legendary status and the precedent of former champions making successful comebacks. Sulaiman stated, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter," underscoring the WBC's endorsement of the fight and recognition of Pacquiao's enduring appeal.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story.
Floyd Mayweather has suggested that Pacquiao's return to the ring may be financially motivated, a common reason for many retired boxers to stage comebacks. While acknowledging Pacquiao's enduring skill, Mayweather has been known to be protective of his own legacy, occasionally leading to contentious remarks when comparisons arise. For instance, during a discussion with YouTuber Showbiz the Adult, Mayweather reportedly became defensive when it was suggested that Pacquiao might be considered greater than him, allegedly accusing Pacquiao of using performance-enhancing substances, highlighting the sensitivity surrounding his standing in boxing history.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said, Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Sugar Ray Robinson? How many wins he got? I said, he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for a minute. He said, but who got more championship titles, me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you fake. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're the greatest, Floyd.
Despite mixed outcomes in recent exhibition matches, training footage released in early 2025 has reignited excitement among boxing enthusiasts. The videos showcase Pacquiao displaying the same blistering hand speed, footwork, and punching power that characterized his prime years. Observers have noted his impressive conditioning and sharpness, leading to speculation about a possible return to professional boxing. While some critics argue that his comeback may be unnecessary and potentially detrimental to his legacy, others believe that his dedication and past achievements could inspire fans and aspiring boxers alike.
The WBC president Mauricio Sullivan has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins, 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09 Ricky Hatton all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list.
Share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more boxing updates and discussions.